Well, they have a saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. That means you gotta obey the laws of the land in whatever country you are in. You can't take your ways from your country to another person's country and then think that, oh, because you're from somewhere else, they're supposed to bow down to how you do things. If that's the case, you can find yourself traveling this world and ending up in a whole world of hurt, like these three Brits who traveled to Bali and are now facing the death penalty. Wow, this is a story we need to get into. And this is a awakening moment for the rest of us. Be careful when you're traveling outside of your country. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. If you've never been here before, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's get right into the story. So, a couple of British people, have been accused of hiding cocaine in some Angel Delight face. Now they face death. It's that simple. What some countries give you a couple of years in jail for, maybe even probation, other countries line you up in front of a firing squad. That's just the way it goes. Three British people are accused of smuggling cocaine that was hidden in Angel Delight sachets, and they are now facing death in Bali. They've been placed on the death penalty. What's crazy is I went to go look up what the Angel Delight sachets are. They're actually snacks. So the Angel Delight sachets, they come in like butterscotch, banana, strawberry. They have multiple packets of them. They're like pudding mixes. So what they have done was apparently, manipulated the packaging to, it's supposed to look like we're moving with pudding, but it was really cocaine. Cocaine could make a lot of money in the UK. Anyways, Jonathan, his name is Christopher Collier. He's 38. Lisa Ellen Stalker, she's 39. They were arrested on February 1st after they were stopped at the Bali International Airport, and they found 17 packages of the drugs that weighed nearly a kilogram in total. Move a quick kilo of coke, that can probably go for like 30,000 in the US. Some places less, some places way more. Street value, after you break it down and do it nickel and dime it, you can probably double that 30K into $60,000. Some places it costs even more. So they appeared in court in a place called Denpasar on Tuesday alongside Phineas Ambrose Float, 31 years old, who was allegedly due to receive the packages, and they were arrested a few days later. Mr. Collier and Miss Stalker, who were reported to be a couple. This is the real Bonnie and Clyde right here. They were stopped by security at the x-ray machines after some suspicious items were detected inside of their suitcase. I don't even know who is dumb enough, and I have to use the word dumb enough. Who is dumb enough in 2025 to be putting stuff inside of your suitcase or even inside of your body? You see that thing at the airport where they tell you raise your hands up and stand in the middle of it right here and then step through it so they can frisk you with the wand? That thing actually x-rays your whole body. Then they have the stuff where your bag goes through on the conveyor belt. That x-rays straight through your bag. So who would do that in a time when technology is so developed? They have technology right now that they can see through people's walls, concrete walls of houses, and see your movement inside your house. Transporting coke, any kind of drugs, or contraband in your luggage through airports anywhere in the world today is just a stupid, dumb move. And that's a message for anybody out here who's thinking to do it. Don't let anybody talk you into, hey, take this half a key or take this kilo. You won't get caught. I'll fix it so you won't get caught. Listen, you always get caught. And depending on what part of the world you get caught in, you could end up dead or being put in front of a firing squad or facing the death penalty like these three. So they were taken to a separate area, right? The couple. When staff found the cocaine in blue plastic packages that were labeled Angel Delight, they were in Mr. Collier's luggage, the husband. More cocaine was found in 7 more plastic bags in Miss Stalker's suitcase, his woman. The drugs were brought from the UK to Indonesia with a transit in Doha International Airport in Qatar. Prosecutors Maid Dipa Ombara said, why are you bringing coke from the UK into I thought they were smuggling it out of there to bring it into the UK to make their money in pounds. I don't know, but that's their business. So Mr. Umbara, he told the courts that cocaine that was seized from the trio, it was worth an estimated 6 billion rupiah. Translated that, it's worth 271,000 pounds on that side of the globe. You know, when stuff's illegal, it usually drives the price up off that stuff because it's illegal. And a lot of people are afraid to touch it, especially when the penalty of getting caught with it is death. So it's hard to get. And because it's so hard to get, it costs so much. Kind of like real diamonds, right? Now, the group had successfully smuggled cocaine into Bali on 2 previous occasions, they found out, before they were caught on their 3rd attempt. They must have been making some serious money. 271,000 pounds? The deputy director of the Bali Police Narcotics Unit tracked their history of repeatedly visiting that region and found out they did this twice before, but they missed them. They did not catch them on those 2. Well, they also have a saying, 3 strikes and you're out. This is their 3rd trip and they're done. So after the charges were read out, the panel of 3 judges adjourned the trial until June 10th. So June 10th, which is a few days from now, we will find out the court will hear witness testimony. The witness obviously is going to be the arresting officers, the people that work at the airport that found the drugs in their luggage, etc. They don't have anybody to defend them. The defendant and their lawyers declined to comment to the reporters after the hearing. It's in their best interest to just shut the hell up. The 3 Brits could face the death penalty under Indonesia's strict drug laws, although it has upheld a moratorium on the death sentence since 2017. Well, 2017 ain't so far away, and I remember them executing foreign nationals before in that country. Convicted drug smugglers have in the past been executed by firing squad. President Prabowo Subianto's administration has moved in recent months to repatriate several high-profile inmates, all sentenced for drug offenses, back to their home countries. He didn't bother killing them. I think they're having a leniency in the country, and if the government gets involved and plays politics, they can negotiate your release, but people have been executed there before. Serge Altoui, which is a Frenchman, he returned to France in February after Jakarta and Paris agreed to a deal to repatriate him on humanitarian grounds because although he was caught under the drug offenses laws and he was facing the death penalty, he had gotten severely ill. So I guess they said, have some mercy, send him home to live out his days, get some treatment. I mean, they could have been mean and just executed him even earlier. In December the Indonesians took Mary Jane Veloso, another person. who was found guilty of trafficking drugs back in 2010. And she has been there since 2010. And they just took her off in December of 2024 on death row. They just took her off the death row and they returned her back to the Philippines. She was almost executed. It also sent 5 remaining members of the Bali 9. I don't know if you know about the story of the Bali 9, which is a drug ring, and they were serving heavy prison sentences there from Australia, running drugs in that direction. Apparently, you make a lot of money running drugs in that area, and it costs way more than what you would make in the US. So people are tempted to do it. I mean, if you think about it, right? Kilo of cocaine, 30,000 in the US. Over in that region in Bali, 270,000 pounds. That's like 280,000 US dollars, 85,000 US dollars, somewhere in there, almost 300,000 US dollars. So people are super tempted to do it. High risks, high rewards. You know what? I'm cool. I'll work my 9 to 5. I'll continue to obey the law. I'm not interested in your drugs. I'll let that stay. Because when they line you up in front of that firing squad, all hell breaks loose in your life. You know, the funny thing, though, is I've never seen them release any people of color like black people. But then again, I've never seen any black people caught up in that area. I think one person is right now. So I will source that story and I will bring it to you. He's a basketball player. And I think he is caught up in the same situation, facing the death penalty in that area right now. Leave your comments in the comment section below. But remember how I started this video. This is a video just to raise awareness. This is a video just to let everybody know it's stupid in this day and age to be trying to smuggle anything through anybody's airport, to be trying to smuggle anything through anybody's building that is secured in this manner, because technology is so advanced nowadays. This is not back in the 80s and the 90s. It's 2025. We're on information highway. Super great technology exists. Not only that, the penalties. Firing squad, death sentence. Come on. Is that what you really want? Leave your comments in the comment section below. I think that because they are Brits and because they are in the skin to win, if you know what I mean, they will not be executed. They will be sent back to their country. Now, when it happens, I don't know. Could be a prolonged period, depending on the kind of deal that the British government is able to work out with the people in Bali. Maybe my prediction is wrong. What do you think? Do you think they're going to execute these British people on their drug laws? Or do you think that this is hoopla for the media and they will eventually send them back to Britain? I'll catch you in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.